Welcome back, viewers. MACTFORDEDGE here, and today we're going to look for and find a ghost filter on our power steering on the model year 2011 Ford Edge. Ford said they never put it on there. Let's take a look at it and see if it's aftermarket or if they put a filter on both of my 2011 Ford Edges and yet do not support nor sell the parts.
Welcome back to a MACT video. Welcome to MACT, and in this video you're going to see MACT repairing a Ford Edge.
Well, folks, you're seeing the power steering fluid filter, and what you are seeing, of course, is the line. The fluid flows this direction back to the pump, so it is a return line back to the pump, and this is a filter. I don't know of any DIYer that would go to this limit of expense to professionally form a bracket and buy hoses that are custom bent, rubber hoses no less, to fit this position. So we can assume safely that Ford installed this, but it is not installed on the first generation Ford Edge, nor have I determined to be installed subsequently on the 2011 Plus models. So we're not even sure if they installed it on all of the 2011s, but both of the 2011s I have that were manufactured in January and February of 2011 do have this power steering fluid filter. So we're going to go ahead and dismount this thing and pull it off and put a new one on that I bought, that I will put the link down to in the comments so you can actually find out where it's from. But again, this is the power steering fluid filter that is installed on the 2011 Ford Edge that we kindly call the ghost filter, because Ford no longer sells it and really does have no support for it. I discovered a little something, and maybe I was out four-wheeling a little bit too much with old Lulu Bell here. Definitely tore up this bottom paddle here. Oh wow, rough life. Well, folks, this is not going to be a fun thing. I have to somehow get this thing off of here, and I'm still trying to figure out how to do it. It is a crimp style clamp that I somehow have to get uncrimped. So we're gonna see what we got to do here in order to release it. Now it looks like I may have to get a screwdriver of some sort in order to get this thing off of here. Well, folks, we're gonna see what we can do by trying to release these holding clips. I can tell you they're on there pretty tight. Ouch. They are on there pretty darn tight, so that makes it even more of a mama to get these things off of here. You know, it's a struggle. Oh Lord, I finally got it on this side. Finally got it. Wow. Wow. Okay. What it is, I don't know if you can see this right here. I don't know if you can see this, but this little tab right here, yeah, this little metal tab is sticking out right here. You have to pry that back, and then this whole thing releases. So I'm going to do it on the other side too. Key to the whole thing, getting that little tab to cooperate. So, lesson learned here. We're going to go back here and hold this nice and tight. We're going to pry on this thing. Try to get it off. Idea is getting it off in the first place. And just not getting it. Not sure how I'm going to get that. Hold on. All right. Wow. Okay. After a lot of prying, tugging, and little fighting, I might have mentioned a few choice words, but anyway, I got it. Again, you can see you just peel it off, and then it just comes uncoiling off of there. It's like a big circle, and then you get it off, and that's it. So, got the hoses off. Okay, takes a 10 millimeter, just one bolt holding it. Not on there real tight either. So, just basically pull that off of there. Loosen it up anyway. There we go. Not on there real tight. But, as you can see, got it loose. Now I just got to pull the hoses off, and I'm going to see what I can do to plug those so I don't lose a lot of fluid. Well, mother of invention, it got me a couple of spark plugs to see if we can't stop the ebb and flow of the fluid here when I do pull it off. I do have a pan down here to catch anything that's leaking. And I guess the idea is try to get this other one off of here. And it's leaking a little bit. I'll shove the spark plug in the hole. And then boom, I didn't lose too much fluid out of the deal. So I think we're good. Spark plugs are holding it back. All right, viewers, this is what it is. Remember, I got the two lines here. It flows that way. So I got it off, and I'm going to go ahead and show you the new filter and the old filter. And we're going to go ahead and get these things installed again. But I got to first get the holding bracket released because they've crimped that on also. All right, folks, this is the actual filter that was on there. I'll try to get some numbers for the part numbers off of there. Looks like it's going to be a little bit on the difficult side. There we go. Got to peel that off of there. But this is the part number. Part number is XC3Z-7B155-BA. And has a batch number of 1294. So, and then of course it says Ford right there, Ford. So this here bracket is clipped on right here. Okay, I'm gonna have to pound that back bend it back in order to get this off, because these little ridges right here into there, and I can't get it off without releasing this and bending it back. Then I got to put it back on the same way that it is. So I'm going to work on that, but for now I'm going to take and get a few other things aligned and to get ready to put this new one on. And it is a 3/8 inch 10 millimeter, and this is a batch 0664, and it is a magnifying replacement filter. Yes, let's say replace filter after 12 months or 20,000 kilometers. Whatever they say. Okay, whatever. But it's basically a transmission filter or a power steering inline magnetic filtration. Now these are magnetic filters, folks. So just keep in mind for that. And it is a magnifying filter. So got all the information on that. We'll go ahead and get this thing all put back together and get it installed. And in the meantime, I'll be right back. All right, folks, got to take and of course beat this tab back here a little bit. So gonna zoom on close up. Hopefully I get everything, but I'm gonna try this vice grips first to see if that does anything. I don't have much hope in it. Hey, it worked pretty quick. There apparently is some rhyme or reason to all this. That worked out real good. Here, I thought I was going to have to battle it. Wow. It's nice to have things go your way once in a while. Now, of course, the flow has to go this direction, and we got the flow marked up the right way, so I'm just going to pull this one out and put this one in. And then we'll be all set. Got a lot of ridges to it, but set that off to the side. I'm going to get me something to clean this up here real quick, and that way we got a nice clean piece to work with. I don't really have any brake cleaner, but I'll spray it down with some WD-40 to try to help clean it off just a little bit. We just want to try to get most of the grease and oil off of here if there's any. There is a little bit. It's always nice to work with clean parts, right? Now the question is it came off easy, is it going to go on easy? That would always be my question. So we'll go ahead and get this all cleaned off. Now I've spun it around, so it's sort of like what's in the cup here. What do I got to do to remember which way it came off, right? But anyway, this filter, you guys saw me questioning on the Facebook page, everybody, to what model years actually have this filter, and I have determined a lot of things, so I'll recap that at the end. But that's why I call this the ghost filter, because you know what, it really isn't available anywhere, so we want to make sure that we do have it right. So again, the flow is going that way, so we just slide this thing in there best we can, and I think that was it, because we had one rib showing. So now what we want to do is put this back in, and I think what I'll do is I'll clamp this back in with the vice grips. get it a little bit tighter. I want to get this thing clamped in. See if I can get this here. There we go. Then maybe I'll use this bar right here. Just to bend that tab back in. See if that holds it tighter. There you go. Nice and tight. So we can go ahead and now mount this back up and get it put on. It is nice and tight. And what I will do, folks, at the end is I will take and I will cut this thing open, and we're going to see what's inside. Well, our moment of glory, folks. We're going to go ahead and cut this thing open. See what's inside. Apparently metal. So I'm going to go ahead and spin it around because it's apparently got a plastic covering, but it's got a metal inside case. So we'll just keep cutting it till we get this cap off, is my logic to this whole thing. Don't know. We'll find out. I could be entirely wrong and have to cut it from the other end. You never know. You get it to hold in there good. There we go. There, I think we got it. There we go. Okay, as you can see, this is the cap, and guess what this is, folks? Magnet, right in the top. Now I did is saw that off. It's hard plastic. Is all it is just hard plastic, but this is the magnet. Doesn't look like there's a whole lot of metal that's going in there. I did drop it on the floor, so doesn't look. There is some metal on there, but I don't know if it was from the floor or not. But definitely some stuff in there. So what else is in this thing? Let's go ahead and figure it out. Now we got. Of course, these look like little spring clips, hold the filter media in. Might be the plastic, but let's go ahead and dump this out. Again, that's all it is. I wouldn't see why it would be anything that we got going on here. But this is it. This is all there is to it. It's really nothing more than a small little filter. Let me see if that is metal. Nope. That's a metal base to it. Okay. Both metal base. Pretty hefty little filter for the most part. But that's all it is, folks. That is all there is to it. It's got a little micro screen on the very end right here, and of course the magnet to catch anything. So guess I'll salvage the magnet. You never know, might need a magnet, so we can clean that up and use that for something. But that's all there is inside the filter. It just has a big magnet in there to catch everything. So I'm going to go ahead and clean this up. and we can have a magnet, if nothing else, for another purpose. But that is all there is to this filter. Now we're going to go ahead and reinstall this bracket back into position, wherever that may have been. Can't remember, right there. This thing started and get it tightened up. That way we have the filter where we need it. Then we can put the clamps on. Hopefully not losing a ton of fluid at the same time. Now I did have to go out and get this, I think it's a number 6 to fit over the ends here. Again, got to take these hose clamps, move my pan a little bit, because I know we're going to get a big mess. Get everything situated. It's going to be a mess, but not much we can do about it. Then we can go ahead and slide it back over top of the filter. There we go. Slide that on there, and of course you get it all running down your arm and everything else, but that's just the way it is. We'll get the other one. Get this one off of here. Hopefully not a big problem. And then fluid, of course, already running through the filter. We got it set up, so we can go ahead, get these tightened back up, and we'll be all set. I got this clamp right here. I'm going to use, I think it is a 8mm. We go ahead and tighten this clamp on, making sure we got it seated properly. And we're getting it on there. Sorry, not a lot of room for a camera angle here, but just wanted to make sure we get it tight. Now, this is not a high pressure line, folks. This is the return line. So, we should be in pretty good shape getting this clamp on here. There we go. Nice and tight on there. We'll go ahead and get this one put on. And we are almost done. Don't go crazy on it. After all, this is a plastic end. Just want to make sure it's tight. So it's nice and tight there, so we can go ahead and put that bracket on the rest of the way nice and tight. And I doubt we lost a whole lot of fluid, but you are going to want to check your fluid and make sure that, of course, you got everything on the upper level that you need it to be. Let's see if I can't get this on there. You can't really see much, so definitely gotta, there we go. After all, remember, you don't go full grill on this. It wasn't on there that tight, so don't really want to torque on it too much. But again, it's on there nice and tight. We do have our fluid going the right way in the direction of travel that it has to be. So everything's on there. We have a power steering fluid filter change, and that is what it takes. Again, I had to buy aftermarket clamps for that, so not a big thing. I think they're like a number 6. The number 4s are too small. So that's pretty much it. I just got to go and clean this up, and then of course, because I got transmission fluid all over the exhaust, and we know what that means. Yes sir, we got to clean everything up. So I got to pull my light out of here, because we got to use brake clean. We're going to clean all this mess up. We got a big mess of fluid and everything else on the exhaust right here. It's all gathered up, so we want to try to clean that off, because I know that's going to burn and smell nasty. So we'll get it all cleaned up. There we go. Get it all clean. It's gonna burn off and smell nasty, but gotta get it off of there. Well folks, that's pretty much it. Got that filter up there put in. It wasn't that hard once I figured it out. So if you watch the video how I got it off, it'll save you a lot of time if you are working on your power steering fluid filter, the ghost filter as we say. Now, one reason I called it the ghost filter is because I've done some research, and the first generation, 2007 through 2010, does not have this power steering fluid filter on it. Went through, so far, have not found the 2012 plus model years with this power steering fluid filter on it. I am not entirely convinced that this power steering fluid filter was put on to the 2011 throughout the model year range. Okay, it might be a one-off. Mine were manufactured January and February. It could be that it was a one-off and it might have stopped after a little bit of time. But hey, they're on there. I changed them. It didn't look bad. Okay. But I'm not going to spend $100 and almost $200 they want for the stupid hose to retrofit it to get rid of the filter. The filter was cheaper, so why not change the filter? It's 30 bucks or so. I'll put the link down below in the description and everything. But just keep in mind, I changed it. It looked good. So 156,000 miles on it. Never hurts to change a filter once you got it going for a while. So. But that is it pretty much, that filter. Okay, so if you don't have one, do not get scared. You don't have one, they didn't put it in. They didn't see a need. Is it wise to put maybe a filter in there? Don't know. Ford didn't think so. So I can't really say one way or another, but that's what I have. So thus, this is why we call it the ghost filter, because it is so rare to find on a Ford Edge. But again, it was a manufactured bracket, and it was of course manufactured to fit, so it was not a DIY. And I can't find the brackets anywhere either, folks, so that ought to tell you something else. But don't go to Ford looking for it. They're not going to give it to you. You have to go online through Amazon. But if you do have anything you want to take and get a hold of me at, go ahead and go to Facebook. Facebook is where I'm at, and that's where you can get a hold of me and all the other admins and ask your questions. It is a good group. We're growing exponentially. Yes, big word for the day. And of course, we are having a great time while we're doing it. So come on, join us there. And do not forget to go up here and like and subscribe this channel. And of course, watch these videos as I put them out, because I always try to give you the best information that I have available to me. Right or wrong sometimes, but I do get the information and the how-tos out there. And that's really what I'm trying to do, is help you all make sure you have a good time and also learn something in the process. With that being said, remember, both feet hit the floor, you're having a great day. And I'm having a great day today too, and I want you to have a great day. And with that being said, Mercy Girl does have a couple of one-liners she always wants to throw at you. So go ahead and listen to her and enjoy the music. All right, goodbye.